So this situation is from the Laurel Main Street Festival, where a woman named Kai Deberry-Bostick drove through barriers, ignored police instructions, and ended up injuring an officer. This whole situation is wild from beginning to end.
I apologize for the inconvenience. I'd be happy to call you a taxi.
There has to be another way. I'm not taking a taxi all the way to Virginia. I work in Virginia.
I understand. And I apologize for the inconvenience. But unfortunately,
I don't have to come back. I just need to get out. I need to get out. I need to get out. I gotta go.
I understand. I can't have you do that.
But I gotta go.
Stop. You cannot move this. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I gotta go to work. What do you want me to do? Like, I have to go to work.
You cannot get out. I can't help you with that. Please do not disturb this area.
I might have to.
Ma'am.
The officers are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. The street is closed for a festival. There are people everywhere, and they're calmly explaining that she can't drive through. This is basic public safety. When a road is blocked off, it's blocked off. And you can already tell she's not listening. She's focused on whatever she wants, not what's happening around her. This is the kind of moment where you either cooperate or you create a problem, and she chose the second option. She takes the tape down like it's optional. That tape isn't there for decoration. It's there because the street is closed. And look, everybody has somewhere to be. Everybody has responsibilities. But that doesn't mean you get to override safety or ignore instructions.
I'm gonna run through the roadblock. It's 2 George Lincoln 4626. Stop! Stop your car! Stop! Stop!
Excuse me, y'all.
What's it? There's a lady running down the street now in a BMW. Stop! We're at 6 now. Stop! Stop! Get out of the car.
There's a whole festival going on, officers trying to keep things safe, and she's acting like the world is supposed to move out of her way. That's where everything starts going downhill. The officers even gave her an option. They offered her a taxi to help her get where she needed to go without breaking the law or putting people at risk. And she still refused. This is the difference between someone who's frustrated and someone who's being reckless. The officers are calm, they're trying to work with her, and she's acting like they're the ones causing the problem. At this point, she's choosing to escalate the situation. Then she hits the gas and pushes through the barrier. That's the moment everything crosses the line. She's not just ignoring instructions anymore. She's creating a dangerous situation. An officer was injured, and honestly, it could have been worse. There were crowds out there. This is what happens when someone decides their personal agenda is more important than everyone else's safety. Once you start driving through people and barriers, you're not in control anymore. The situation is another thing that doesn't sit right is how she kept using her job as the excuse, even though the police were standing right there and could have confirmed everything for her if she was truly worried about being late. If that was really the issue, she had the perfect opportunity to clear it up. And let's be real, a festival doesn't just appear out of nowhere. When a city shuts down streets, there are notices, signs, and warnings ahead of time. She would have known the area was blocked off. So the whole "I need to get to work" explanation didn't match the situation or her behavior. It felt like she was trying to get away from something or avoid something else entirely because none of her actions lined up with someone who was simply running late. Now she's arrested, charged, and dealing with the consequences. All of this could have been avoided, every single part of it. But when you ignore law enforcement, when you ignore barriers, when you ignore common sense, this is where you end up. Nobody forced her into this situation. She made every decision that led to this moment. People need to understand that situations like this don't just affect one person. They affect the officers, the community, the event, and everyone who was out there trying to enjoy their day. One person's reckless decision can ripple out and impact the whole crowd, and that's exactly what happened here.